If I was suffering from any virus, the last thing that would come to my mind is going out in public and deliberately trying to give it to other people. I guess my thought processes just don't work that way. I've had colds throughout my life. I had the flu a few times, and none of those cases when I was sick, I thought about getting out of my bed and going around and purposely trying to infect people. So when I hear about these stories, it's mind boggling to me. But then again, it's the sick nature of the people we've been dealing with all this time. And I even remember when we were looking at images from Wuhan, you would see Chinese people go in elevators and spit on the buttons and spit on doorknobs. And that's sick. That's sick. You're that upset that you got a virus to the point where you want to spread it to everyone else? What the hell is wrong with some of these people out here? Well, this man that you're looking at is from New Jersey, and this is exactly what he did. His name is George Falcone, 50 years old. Now, you would think somebody 50 years old would have better sense, but they simply don't. Simply don't. So, let me just tell y'all something. People that go around and do this will be charged with terrorism. This is what they're saying in my state. If you go out here and deliberately cough on somebody or spit on somebody and you have CV, that is an act of terrorism and you will be arrested. Good. Well, now that they're making room in the prisons and they're letting all the people that are doing petty crimes out, maybe the people like George Falcone can go in those places now. There's enough room for him now that they're emptying out the prisons. Man faces terror charge after allegedly coughing at worker, then saying he's infected. You should not be allowed to do that. So this came out on NPR March 25th, 2020. What a dirty thing to do to somebody. A New Jersey man has been charged with making terroristic threats after allegedly coughing in the direction of a local supermarket employee and claiming he suffered from CV. The state attorney general announced the charge against George Falcone on Tuesday. Here's how his office explained what happened at Wegmans supermarket on Sunday. The employee was concerned that Falcone was standing too close to her and an open display of prepared food. So he was at an open display of prepared foods acting like this. Wow. Y'all know where supermarkets may have like an open display and they'll have like prepared meals there that you can just grab, like lasagna or spaghetti or maybe some kind of chicken dinner that you can just grab. It's already prepared. All you need to do when you get home is heat it up and you can eat it. That's where he did this. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Falcone allegedly stepped forward to within 3 feet of her, leaning towards her, and purposely coughed. He allegedly laughed and said he was infected with CV. Falcone subsequently told two other employees they are lucky to have jobs. Well, who the fuck are you? You're lucky to have one. What the hell? Where do these people get off talking to somebody like that? You're lucky to have a damn job. Oh my goodness. Oh, these people are arrogant. In addition to the third degree terroristic threats, and that's what he was charged with, third degree terroristic threat charge. The Attorney General's office also accused Falcone 50 of harassment and obstructing law and other governmental functions. All told, Gruelle said, that Gruelle is our Attorney General here in New Jersey. He's an East Indian man. Says the man now faces the possibility of more than 6 years in state prison and thousands of dollars in fines. Good, good. This is what he deserves. Finally, one that's getting charged properly, because we haven't seen this in 500 years. One finally getting charged properly. Now carry it out and really stick it to him for doing that. Nobody should be doing this out in public or on a job. These are extremely difficult times in which all of us are called upon to be considerate of each other, not to engage in intimidation and spread fear, as alleged in this case, Gruelle said in a statement. So he went out of his way to walk up to an employee, probably somebody he wasn't getting along with on the job. We know how that goes down. Many of us do. And he decides to go over to this woman and mess with her. So he provoked the entire thing. To me, like this woman was there doing her job, and he came out of nowhere walking up to her and then start coughing all over her, you know? So he did this at his own accord. He can't even say he was provoked. He provoked the entire thing. He caused all the problems. He was the troublemaker on the job. Oh, we get sick of people like this. You know, and you know what the sad part is? Companies won't get rid of these kind of people. They'll keep them. They'll keep these kind of people around when they should be thrown headfirst out the door for just bad conduct on the job. I'm sorry, that should not be allowed, but it has gone on in America for a very long time. This is why that brewery up there in Milwaukee, where that guy took out the people that was bothering him on that job and killed himself, because folks are now getting sick of that. It is deadly to go on a job and mess with people. It's deadly. You're putting your life at risk. You don't know when that person may show up with a weapon. You don't know that. People like this are a nuisance, and they shouldn't exist on any job. All right, we must do everything we can to deter this type of conduct and any similar conduct that harms others during this emergency. Falcone denied the allegations in a Facebook message to Reuters on Tuesday. I didn't cough on anyone and never mentioned CV. Now, one thing about supermarkets, ladies and gentlemen, they are heavily equipped with cameras. There's cameras all around the store. So if he did indeed do this, it would be very easy to prove, because you would be able to see him walking up to this employee, talking to them, and then coughing. You would be able to see it on the surveillance cameras that they have all around supermarkets. I see them around the supermarkets when I'm in there. And I know damn well it's not the only one. In a market like Wegmans, yeah, they got cameras in there. It would be easy to prove he did this thing. It would be very easy. And I would guess they probably already saw it, and that's why his ass was charged. As of Tuesday afternoon, New Jersey health authorities had reported more than 3,600 confirmed cases of CV and at least 44 deaths statewide. Now, ladies and gentlemen, most of the deaths are in the locations that are closest to New York. That's where the majority, there are some cases around me. Don't get me wrong. There are cases around me. In fact, about a week ago, a 21-year-old died in my county. So most of the cases are the people that are closest to New York. And those are probably people that either work in New York or they heavily traveled in and out of New York. So those locations up in northern New Jersey, right now in this state, that's where the bulk of them are. In a bid to slow its spread, the state has ordered a temporary halt to elective surgeries. And this is what my son's doctor was telling me, because he did weekly surgeries. I think every Tuesday and Thursday he was in the OR doing surgeries. Now he's not doing none because he's ordered not to do any unless it's an absolute emergency. And shuttered the operations of all retail businesses deemed to be non-essential. Grocery stores such as Wegmans are exempt from the order. There are knuckleheads out there. Phil Murphy, governor, told the news conference Tuesday, "We see them and we are enforcing behavior." So, ladies and gentlemen, look like old George Falcone done got himself in a big mess. You know, when you show up to work, do your job. That's what you should be focused on. Do your job. Stop fucking with people on the job. That's the problem with these kind of folks. Do your damn job and stop going out of your way messing with other employees. Company didn't hire you for that. That was not in your job description. These kind of people, they should be eliminated from employment everywhere all over the country. Not only are they a nuisance, but they pose a danger in the work environment. I'm glad he's getting exactly what he deserves. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.